What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I wasn't planning on uploading a video to this channel today. I did just do a tutorial for this look on my beauty channel, so check that out if you want to see it. But I did record an interview earlier today, which I will be posting tomorrow, but I decided to record this right now and post it today because I was talking about this earlier in one of my group chats, and I just felt, you know what, like, I need to make a video about this. So Lil Boosie has been in some hot water lately after some comments that he made. I think it was like in an Instagram live or something like that, or in a video. I don't know. I don't really follow him like that. But basically, he admitted to, I guess, hiring some grown women or women to perform oral sex on his 12-year-old, I believe, son. I think some nephews may have been included. I don't know. Don't quote me. I'm not entirely sure. But I know for sure the son. And I think the reason was in order to prevent his son from turning gay. Okay. So, like I said, he's been getting a lot of flack online. And let me just show you guys some of the comments that people have been making. Why? Why, Lil Boosie? Why? First thing that comes to mind when I hear shit like this, like, why? Like, your son is 12, okay? And it's like your fear of them turning gay is that it's that deep though. And for one, I think that just shows how much people don't understand homosexuality. I mean, I myself don't even fully understand that at times, but that's one thing. Second, the grown women who are doing this, y'all some nasty bitches. I'm sorry, but you're nasty. Like, I can never imagine a woman, be me, doing this to a 12-year-old. Like, they're still, like, this is still a kid. They're not even like fully teenagers yet. And even that would have been terrible. But a 12-year-old, like, really? And then it's like, okay, so let's just focus on the thing itself. Now, I don't have any sons, but I can let you know right now, I'd be damned if I allowed a grown-ass woman to perform some sexual acts on my child, on my male child. Like, no, no, that is just a total no. But I feel like for whatever reason, and this is nothing new, this is something that happens across cultures and many societies, and I think it's something that has been going on for a very long time. But I don't know why it is that the innocence of young boys is not valued. I think that is something that we see time and time again in these type of situations where it's so much a part of guy culture to promote and to a sense even celebrate young boys having, you know, their initial sexual encounters at a very young age. I don't know why that is. And it's like people don't want to allow boys to just be boys, to enjoy their childhood, their adolescence before, you know, starting to get all up in, you know, girls and all this sexual shit. Like, why is that? Why is it that some of these parents sometimes that kind of push this type of shit like Lil Boosie did, do they not take into account like the psychological effects of allowing this to happen? Like, nobody thinks about the long-term effects of this. How is it that he didn't take into account like the mental side effects of something like this? And you know, somebody mentioned this earlier when we were talking about it, but you know, somebody was like, what if this had the opposite effect, and you know, this kid ends up being traumatized to where he avoids sexual encounters with women and ends up going the other way anyway. The very thing that you were trying to prevent, you basically helped happen. You know, or what if you were possibly exposing your kid to getting some type of STD? Like, I mean, imagine your 12-year-old getting some type of sexual, you know, infection, this and that, due to something that you did. And I saw a tweet, I think it was from somebody earlier, say, let this have been your little girl. Imagine this was your little girl. It would have been a wrap. Oh, it would have been a wrap for that dude. But for some reason, it's okay for a grown woman to do this to a little boy. Like, why are little boys being treated as grown men? Like, that's what I don't get. Like, that is a double standard that I do not understand. Why is it okay for little boys to be subjected to this type of shit? And to all the men listening, why is it so much a part of guy culture? Why is it so like accepted and promoted for young boys to get into this type of shit so early? You know, I know that as the generations go on, young kids are, you know, getting into this type of stuff and having sex and blah 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 at a younger and younger age. I get it, but that doesn't make it right. And I feel like as a collective society, we are stripping these children of their right to just fully enjoy their childhood before getting themselves wrapped up in all this crap. And you know, one of the people in our group chat earlier was saying that it was like a group of guys and they were talking, and how some of them even said that they wish that they had kind of waited out before really getting, you know, involved physically with girls until after their teens. So I feel like for some men looking back, I guess they see some of the effects of getting, you know, involved with girls physically at too young of an age. And I think for some, that is what leads some of them to be players and to have all of these issues with women and why they don't commit and all this type of stuff, because they're exposing themselves to this way too young. And, you know, I'm not trying to be here policing how other people parents, but, you know, this is just one of those things that when I hear it, it's like the mama side of me comes out and I'm like, yo, what the hell are y'all doing? I feel like so many parents these days are they're just effing up. They are just effing up. I don't know. It's like, it doesn't matter where on the sexual orientation spectrum you are, because I feel like, you know, you have parents when it comes to someone like the trans kids that I feel like are pushing it onto their kids versus letting their kids, you know, grow into whatever they are. But then you got in the heterosexual world, parents doing the same shit. Like, come on, guys. Like, why are y'all so so invested into your child's sexual orientation or whatever the fuck it is at such a young age? Like, let them be kids. Let them grow up and grow into that themselves. Like, why are y'all forcing it? Why are kids so overly sexualized these days? Like, I don't freaking get it. It just really makes me fearful for what my daughters are going to be subjected to, what is going to be the norm by the time they're, you know, adolescents, preteens, teenagers. Like, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know what it's going to be like by the time, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years from now. You know, it's scary. It's a scary thing, but I mean, I am glad though to see that more people seem to be disagreeing with this bullshit than agreeing with it. You know, I'm sure there's some like, hey, well, you know, you ain't totally wrong, whatever. You know, I want my son to turn out gay or whatever the fuck. But nah, yo, that's low-key child abuse. Not low-key, it is. That is literally child abuse. And it's messed up. It's messed up because I feel like if anything, he's doing it more for himself because he doesn't want to be the rapper with a gay son or whatever. He's not really thinking about his child's well-being. For real, at least that's how I see it. He's thinking more about himself. And he's not thinking about the long-term effects some shit like that can have on your kid, you know? Because again, a 12-year-old is still a kid. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that. Let me know y'all's opinions down below. This whole shit, it's just a hot ass mess. So with that being said, guys, leave a comment down below, give this video a like, and I'll check you all in the next one. Bye.